Hey guys, Adzi here with day 27. Um, today I kind of want to talk about just my top three. And by top three, I mean my top three pieces of media: my favorite film, my favorite video game, and my favorite album. Now, this is not of the modern age. This is not of my childhood. This is my all-time favorite three. You know, these are the ones that I've had for that have always stuck with me and always been kind of the ones I've gone to for support. I'm not going to go through in a mega detailed one. I just figured you guys don't really want that because I have a habit of over explaining. But I'm going to give you a roundup of what makes them all my favorite. So starting with my favorite movie, which I know I mentioned Gus Van Sant's Elephant a lot on this channel, and I mentioned a lot of other videos, but my actual favourite movie of all time was one that was made even before I was born, I think. I'll have to double check that, and I'll mention it on the next one, and I'll let you guys know the answer. But it was a film that starred David Bowie called Labyrinth, and that is my favourite film of all time. I don't even like the love element. I'm a huge, because of the fact that I'm a huge sci-fi fantasy geek, and I'll be the first person to admit that. Because of having that kind of connection with it, it's yeah, because I have that connection with the fact that it is a huge sci-fi fantasy film, and I love it. It gives me that. Sorry, guys. It gives me everything I want. I mean, there is a romantic subplot to it, and I suppose that the romantic subplot is kind of interesting, but it's not really the center of it. The center of it is the fantasy element to it, and it's got a great soundtrack, Dance Magic Dance, which is a great track. As the World Turns Round is a beautiful song by David Bowie. It's just such a good soundtrack. I'm pretty certain Bowie even scored it himself, which to me just makes it that much better. It is a brilliant film. I definitely would recommend anyone who hasn't seen it, go watch it. Anyone who has watched it, go watch it again. It's a really cool film. It's really warm. It's really fuzzy. Actually, yeah, it's really warm. It's really fuzzy, but also really serious and a real kind of grabber. And it just makes it all that much better. You know, it makes it that much cooler, that much awesome to know how much work they've put into it. But I definitely recommend people should go see this one. Definitely. Um, but yeah, so go find or go watch or go stream Labyrinth starring David Bowie. It's an amazing film. I couldn't tell you who the female is because I'm pretty certain she only did that film. But yeah, no, that's my favourite film. It's one of the films I return to when I need help and guidance. So definitely go watch it. My favourite music album of all time. This was a really hard one because I looked at all the CDs I've ever bought. And I've bought a lot of which I don't even have anymore. And I could name 20 or 30, but having to narrow that down to one was a real struggle for me. But I did it. And my favourite album of all time is an album by a group called Skillet, who are an American Christian rock band. And their album, Comatose, was amazing. It's just a great album. I don't usually like Christian music because I tend to find it a little bit preachy, and obviously, being a pantheist has kind of pulled me away from connecting with a lot of people as far as religion and that is concerned. But this album, I heard it once and I fell in love so hard that I knew I had to have it, and I did, and I ran away with the thing. You know, every single track on that album brought me a little bit kind of closer to myself and helped me find who I was, which really helped. It's just an all round good album, and I really, really, really do recommend it. It's Christian rock without having to be too preachy about it. And I mean, Flyleaf tried, but they did end up very preachy. Evanescence tried, and let's be honest, Fallen, the entire Fallen album is pretty much a church service. So, but definitely go and check out Comatose by Skillet. It is such an awesome album. And now my favourite game of all time is one I played first off when I was 6 years old. And I remember the first time I completed it, it took me 2 years to be... Because obviously back then you couldn't just save a game. You had to start and finish a game all in one sitting. And lo and behold, if your power ran out, then you were doing the whole thing again. But seriously, my favourite game of all time was Streets of Rage 1. Americans and I think Japanese call it Bare Knuckle. But it was such a game. I remember every time without fail, I'd get as far as the final boss. And my continues would nuke. And that was so stressful. But it was like really, really cool, and it really, 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 really gave me a real sense of like pride when I finally completed it. It is such a great game. I think it's included on the Sega Mega Packs for the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. In fact, I know it's included on those packs. I have that pack game. But it's definitely awesome. Streets of Rage 2 is pretty good as well. Don't play Streets of Rage 3. Streets of Rage 3 killed the series. And probably is the reason why the HD remake we were supposed to get in 2013 got killed. But seriously, if you can find number 1, I definitely recommend playing it. No, this is not a straight out of Oz shirt. If you look at the bottom, it's straight out of Gotham. So don't freak out on me on that. But yeah, so guys, seriously, favorite music album or your favorite film or your favorite game, comment here below or comment on my social media, and behave yourselves. So tomorrow's video is going to be the room tour, because I'm actually going to get it done. Because the reason I'm not doing it at the moment is because my room is a shithole, and I haven't had time to tidy it yet. But I promise it'll be tidy for you guys on Saturday. Until tomorrow. Until then, guys, I'll speak to you guys later. Bye, guys.